Hello, my amazing learners, and welcome back to the Wisdom English podcast. My name is Sarah, and I am so happy you're here with us. Today's topic is very important. It's something that affects every single person in the world, no matter who you are or where you live. Today, we're talking about time. More specifically, we're talking about how not to waste your time. This is not just a lesson in English, it's a lesson for life. And make sure you stay with me until the very end, because I'll be sharing the simple yet powerful secret that successful people use to master their time and achieve their goals. Let's start with the big question: why is time so valuable? It's a good question, and the answer is both simple and profound. Time is valuable because we all have a limited amount of it. Every day, we are given 24 hours, no more, no less. That's 400 seconds. And once a day is gone, it's gone forever. You can't buy more time. You can't rewind the clock. It's the one resource you can never get back. This is why we often say, time is life. If you waste your time, you are, in a very real sense, wasting your life. You can lose money and earn it back. You can lose a job and find a new one. But when you lose time, it is an irreversible loss. Have you ever felt like you've wasted your time? I know I have. I used to spend hours watching silly videos online or scrolling endlessly through social media. I told myself it was just for fun, a way to relax. But at the end of the day, I would often feel empty. I hadn't learned anything new. I hadn't grown as a person. I hadn't moved any closer to my goals. I think many of our listeners can relate to this feeling. Sometimes, we don't even notice how much time we waste. Let's do some simple math. If you waste just 30 minutes a day, that adds up to 3.5 hours a week. In a month, that's over 15 hours. In a year, that's 182 hours. Imagine what you could do with that time. With 182 extra hours, you could finish a book, learn hundreds of new English words, start a new hobby, or even begin speaking English with much more confidence. The small moments really do add up. So, we have to remember that time is a gift. It's a precious resource that we must use wisely, especially if we have important goals, like learning English. Many successful people say the same thing. They treat time like money, or even as something more important than money, because money comes and goes, but time only goes. Warren Buffett, one of the richest men in the world, is famous for having a very empty calendar. He understands that his most valuable asset isn't his money, it's his time. He protects it carefully. Let's leave this first section with a simple but powerful message. Every minute is a chance to grow. Every hour is a step closer to your dream. If you want to speak better English, use your time to listen, speak, read, and learn. Don't wait. Don't say, "I'll do it tomorrow." Start today. That is the key. And now that we understand how important time is, let's talk about the common ways we often waste it, sometimes without even realizing it. In the last part, we talked about how valuable time is. Now, let's look at something equally important: the common ways people waste time. And don't worry if you do some of these things. You're not alone. We all do them sometimes. But once you become aware of them, you can start to change them. The first step to solving a problem is recognizing that it exists. So, let's start with the biggest time waster in the modern world: Spending too much time on the phone. Oh yes. So many people spend hours scrolling endlessly through social media feeds on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, or watching YouTube shorts. You pick up your phone thinking, just for 5 minutes, but suddenly an hour has gone by, and you ask yourself, what did I even do? This happens to me too sometimes. Our brains are attracted to the constant new information and the little dopamine hits we get from likes and notifications. But now, I try to be more intentional with my phone. For example, I use it for learning, like listening to English podcasts just like this one. So, the phone itself is not bad, but how you use it makes all the difference. Another common time waster is watching too many random videos or TV shows, especially shows in your own native language. If your goal is to learn English, why not watch something in English? Even just 15 minutes a day watching a show in English can help your ears get used to the language. It's not a waste of time, it's practice. You can turn your relaxation time into productive learning time. Here's a big one: procrastination. That means delaying or putting off important tasks. For example, you know you need to study for your English test, but you say, I'll do it later. And then later becomes tomorrow, and tomorrow becomes never. This happens a lot. Sometimes we wait for the perfect time to do something, but the perfect time is now. If you wait for the perfect time, you'll waste many days, maybe even years. Procrastination is often driven by fear of failure, fear of not being good enough, or fear that the task will be too difficult. Another way people waste time is by overthinking. They spend too much time thinking, planning, and worrying, and they don't take action. This is sometimes called analysis paralysis. For example, you might spend hours thinking, what if I make a mistake when I speak English? What if people laugh at me? And because of these worries, you end up saying nothing at all. But making mistakes is okay. We learn by doing, not by waiting. So, stop thinking so much and start doing, even if it's not perfect. Let's give a quick list of these common time-wasting habits for you to think about. Scrolling social media too much, watching too much TV, or random videos in your native language, procrastinating and putting off tasks, overthinking and not taking action, and doing things that don't help you achieve your goals. We all do at least one of these things sometimes. But the good news is, we can change. And the first step is being aware. When you know how you waste your time, you can start using your time better. So, think about your day. Where does your time go? What can you stop doing? What can you start doing instead? These are very good questions to ask yourself. And now that we've talked about how time is wasted, let's help you recognize the signs that show you're wasting time. So far, we've talked about how time is valuable and the common ways people waste it. Now, let's talk about the signs. How do you know if you're wasting your time? One very clear sign is when you find yourself saying things like, "Where did my day go?" Or, "I was so busy, but I didn't do anything important." This means you were active, but not productive. Maybe you did many small, easy things, but you didn't work on the things that really helped you achieve your goals. This is often called shallow work tasks that don't require much mental effort, like answering simple emails or organizing your desk. It feels like you're working, but you're not making real progress. Another sign is when you feel tired and unmotivated, even though you didn't do much. This might sound strange, but wasting time can be very draining. It can make you feel bored, lazy, or even guilty. You might say to yourself, "I should have studied today, but you didn't." That feeling of guilt can be more tiring than the actual work itself. Also, if you spend hours on your phone or watching TV and feel empty or unfulfilled afterward, that's a clear sign. If you don't feel happy or proud of how you spent your time, it's probably not helping you grow. Productive activities, even if they are difficult, often leave you with a sense of accomplishment. Wasted time often leaves you with a sense of regret. So, let's summarize the signs for you to look out for. First, you feel like the day passed too quickly, and you don't know where the time went. Second, you were busy, but you didn't achieve anything important. Third, you feel tired, lazy, or guilty at the end of the day. Fourth, you waste hours on things that don't help you reach your goals. And fifth, you don't feel proud of how you spent your time. If you notice these signs in your life, please don't worry. It's not too late to change. It's not a reason to feel bad about yourself. It's simply information. Once you see these signs, you can start to make better choices, and in the next part, we'll show you exactly how to do that. Now, it's time to learn how to use your time wisely. This part is so important, because once you understand how to use your time well, your life can really change, and your English skills can improve dramatically. So, let's get into some practical, actionable tips. Tip number 1. Set clear goals. If you don't know where you are going, any road will take you there, but you might not like the destination. If you don't know what you want, you'll waste your time doing random things. So, ask yourself, what do I want to achieve? Maybe your goal is to learn 10 new English words a day, or to speak for 5 minutes in English every morning. A great way to set goals is by using the SMART method. Your goals should be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. For example, instead of saying, "I want to learn English," a SMART goal would be, "I will learn 30 new vocabulary words about travel this week by studying for 20 minutes every day." When you have a clear goal, you have a reason to use your time well. Tip number 2. Make a plan for your day. You don't need a big, complicated schedule. Every morning, just write down 2 or 3 important things you want to do that day. For example, listen to one English podcast, practice speaking for 10 minutes, and read a short English story. And when you finish each task, check it off your list. That feeling of accomplishment is very powerful and motivating. Tip number 3. Do the most important task first. Many people wait until the end of the day to do their important work, but by then, they're often tired. And when you're tired, it's easy to say, "I'll do it tomorrow." This is a concept often called "eat the frog" from a book by Brian Tracy. Your frog is your biggest, most important task, the one you are most likely to procrastinate on. If you do it first thing in the morning, the rest of your day will feel easier. Tip number 4. Limit distractions. In our modern world, distractions are everywhere. Your phone is probably the biggest one. So, put your phone away when you study. Turn off your social media notifications. You can also use a timer to help you focus. A popular method is the Pomodoro technique. You study for 25 minutes without any distractions, and then you take a 5-minute break. This helps you stay focused, and you get more done in less time. Tip number 5, use your free time to grow. We all have small pockets of free time throughout the day. When you're waiting for a bus, standing in a line, or cooking dinner, you can use that time for learning. You can listen to English podcasts, review vocabulary on a flashcard app, or think about your day in English. These little moments, 5 minutes here and 10 minutes there, can add up to hours of learning each week. Let's review these 5 powerful tips to use your time wisely. 1. Set clear, smart goals. 2. Make a simple daily plan. 3. Do the most important task first. 4. Limit distractions. And 5. Use small moments to grow. These are simple but powerful tips, and anyone can do them, even if you're busy. That's the beauty of it. You don't need more time. You just need to use your time better. And when you do, you'll see real progress. You'll feel more confident, and your English will improve faster. We hope you're enjoying the podcast so far. Now, it's time to talk about some simple daily habits that can help you save time every day. These habits are small, but they can make a big difference in your productivity and your overall well-being. Habit number 1, wake up a little earlier. Even just 15 or 30 minutes can give you a calm and focused start to your day. You can use that quiet time to plan your day, do some light stretching, or study English before the world gets busy. This is your time before you have to respond to emails, messages, or other people's needs. Habit number 2, make a to-do list. Every morning, or the night before, write down 3 to 5 important things you need to do. This helps you stay organized and not waste time thinking, what should I do now? A to-do list gives your day structure and purpose. Habit number 3, prepare things the night before. Choose your clothes for the next day. Pack your bag for work or school. Plan your meals. Doing these small things at night saves you a lot of time and stress in the morning. It helps you start your day smoothly and with less chaos. Habit number 4, avoid multitasking. Many people think that doing many things at once makes them more productive, but research shows the opposite is true. When you multitask, your brain has to switch between different tasks, which is called context switching. This actually makes you less efficient and more likely to make mistakes. So, focus on one thing at a time. You'll finish it faster, and you'll do it better. Let's quickly review these daily habits that save time. 1. Wake up a little earlier. 2. Make a to-do list. 3. Prepare things the night before. And 4. Avoid multitasking. Try these simple habits, and you'll see a big change in how much you can do and how you feel. And remember, small changes every day can lead to big results over time. Now, we want to share some real-life example stories from people who learned how to stop wasting time and use it wisely. Stories can teach us a lot and inspire us to make changes in our own lives. Let's begin with a story about one of my students. Let's call him Ali. He's 20 years old and has a big dream: to speak English fluently. For many months, he would say to himself, "I'll start tomorrow." But he spent most of his time on social media and playing video games. He thought he was just relaxing, but really, he was just delaying his dream. One day, Ali watched a video that said, "Your time is your life, don't waste it." That simple sentence changed him. From that day on, he started small. He committed to just 10 minutes of English practice each day. Now, 1 year later, Ali can speak with confidence. Why? Because he stopped wasting his time and used it wisely, step by step. Another story is about a young mother I know named Maria. She wanted to learn English, but she always said, "I'm too busy with the kids and the house." But then, she made a simple change in her routine. She started listening to English podcasts while she was cooking and cleaning. She didn't find more time. She used her existing time better. And in just 6 months, her listening skills improved a lot. Her message is clear. You don't always need a lot of extra time. You just need to make good use of the time you already have. And finally, let's talk about Daniel. He used to scroll on his phone for hours every evening. He always said, "I don't have time to learn." Then, he did something smart. He decided to replace 30 minutes of scrolling with 30 minutes of reading simple English stories. It wasn't easy at first. The habit of checking his phone was very strong, but he stuck with it. Now, reading in English is his favorite evening habit. He feels proud of himself and he is learning something new every day. These stories show one very important lesson. Anyone can change. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to start with one small, manageable step. If Ali, Maria, and Daniel can do it, so can you. The final secret. We have talked about how precious time is, how we often waste it, and the simple, practical steps you can take to use it wisely. We've discussed setting goals, making plans, and building good daily habits. But before we end today's podcast, I want to leave you with one final strong message, the secret I promised at the beginning. The secret is this: you don't find more time. You make more time by being intentional with the minutes you already have. Take control of your time, because when you control your time, you control your life. Time is like money. Once you spend it, you can't get it back. So, don't wait for the perfect time to start. Start now. Every minute you use well is a step forward, a step toward better English, a step toward your goals. It doesn't matter if you're busy. It doesn't matter if you make mistakes. What matters is that you try and that you keep going. You have the power. You have the time. Use it wisely. Say to yourself, "Today, I will not waste time. Today, I will grow." Because your future is built with the time you use today. So, choose to make it count. We believe in you. Now go out there and make every minute matter. Please like, share, and subscribe to the Wisdom English podcast channel to watch our next videos.